My friends, our bones and joints are the very foundation of our body. Without them, we cannot stand tall, walk with confidence, or move freely in life. But as we age, especially after 50 and 60, our bones begin to lose density and our joints become stiff, inflamed, and painful. The good news is this: nature has given us powerful nutrients that can protect and strengthen our bones and joints if we choose to use them. Today I'm going to share with you the 8 best vitamins that science shows can keep your bones strong and your joints flexible so you can live longer, healthier, and pain-free. My friends, let's take a moment and talk about something that is absolutely critical for the strength of your bones and the protection of your joints. I want you to really let this sink in because most people have never been told how powerful this combination is. I'm talking about vitamin D and vitamin K2. These two nutrients are like best friends. They work together in harmony, and without them, your bones will never reach their true strength and your joints will never be as stable as they should be. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin. Why? Because when sunlight hits your skin, your body begins to manufacture this vital nutrient. But here's the problem. So many of us spend most of our time indoors, behind glass windows, in offices, or in our homes. And when we do go outside, we cover up with sunscreen or clothing. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and burn your skin, but just 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight on your arms and face can give you a huge boost of vitamin D. And if you live in a place where there's not much sun during certain seasons, you need to consider getting vitamin D from your diet or from supplementation. Here's what vitamin D actually does. It acts like the key that opens the door for calcium. Imagine calcium is sitting outside of your house wanting to come in. Without vitamin D, that door stays locked and calcium can't get inside your body where it belongs. But when you have enough vitamin D, the door opens wide and calcium moves into your bloodstream. This is how you start building strong bones. But here's where most people go wrong. They think taking vitamin D and calcium alone will solve all their bone problems. But that's not the full truth. And this is where vitamin K2 comes into play. Vitamin K2 is the director. Think of it as the traffic cop that tells calcium where to go. Calcium is powerful. It can build bone, but it can also damage your body if it ends up in the wrong place. Without enough vitamin K2, calcium can start to deposit in your arteries. That's what leads to stiff arteries, calcification, and even heart problems. We don't want calcium building up in our blood vessels. We want it in our bones and teeth. Vitamin K2 steps in and says, calcium, you belong over here in the bones, not in the arteries. It directs that calcium into your skeletal system where it provides strength, stability, and resilience. Now think about the power of these two working together. Vitamin D pulls calcium into the body. Vitamin K2 escorts it safely to the bones. When you have both, you have a system that works like nature intended. Without K2, you risk calcium ending up in the wrong places. Without D, calcium can't even get absorbed in the first place. But when you put them together, the results are extraordinary. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're building a house. Calcium is like the bricks. Vitamin D is the delivery truck that brings those bricks to the construction site. But vitamin K2 is the foreman. The foreman tells the workers, put the bricks in the walls, not in the driveway, not in the street, not in the neighbor's yard. If you don't have the foreman, those bricks may be scattered everywhere and your house will never be stable. But with vitamin D and K2 working together, the house is solid, the walls are strong, and it will stand the test of time. That's exactly how your bones are built. Now let's talk about where you can get these vitamins. Vitamin D, as I mentioned, comes from sunlight. It's also found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Egg yolks and fortified dairy products also contain it, but often not enough to give you optimal levels. That's why so many people need supplementation, especially in the winter months. Vitamin K2 is found in certain fermented foods. One of the richest sources is a Japanese food called natto, made from fermented soybeans. Now, I know most people don't eat natto, and honestly, it has a very strong taste that can be difficult to handle. but K2 is also found in smaller amounts in grass-fed dairy, cheeses, and organ meats like liver. The problem is most people don't eat enough of these foods to get the amount they need. That's why more and more research is showing the importance of supplementing vitamin D with K2 together. And here's something else to think about. The people who suffer from osteoporosis, weak bones, or degenerative joint conditions later in life are often the same people who went decades without getting enough vitamin D and K2. It doesn't show up overnight. This is a slow, silent process that takes years. By the time your bones fracture easily or your joints start wearing down, it's already been going on for a long time. But the good news is this: you can take action now. Whether you're 40, 60, or even 80, giving your body these two vital nutrients can make a massive difference in your bone health. I want you to picture yourself standing tall, walking with confidence, bending, lifting, moving without pain. That's possible when your bones are strong and your joints are supported, but you must give your body the raw materials it needs. You can't build a strong house without bricks. You can't build a strong skeleton without the right vitamins. Vitamin D and vitamin K2 are essential tools that nature gave us, and if you use them wisely, they can literally add years of mobility and independence to your life. So my friends, I urge you, don't take this lightly. Don't just assume that because you're eating a balanced diet, you're getting enough. Get your vitamin D levels checked. Make sure you're adding foods rich in vitamin K2 or considering a supplement that combines both. Protect your bones today so they can protect you tomorrow. Because remember, your bones are your foundation. Without them, nothing else works. I want you to think about something very important right now. Every time you bend your knee, every time you take a step, every time you reach for something on the shelf or simply stand up out of a chair, there is a miracle happening inside your body. That miracle is the smooth movement of your joints, cushioned and protected by a powerful protein called collagen. Collagen is the glue, the scaffolding, the structure that keeps your bones, joints, tendons, and ligaments connected and functioning smoothly. Without collagen, your body would literally fall apart. And the one vitamin that is absolutely essential for building and maintaining collagen is vitamin C. Now, many people think of vitamin C only as the vitamin you take when you have a cold or the nutrient found in oranges. But this vitamin is so much more than that. Vitamin C is the spark that keeps your body building and repairing collagen every single day. Without it, your joints stiffen, your cartilage breaks down, and your ligaments and tendons lose their flexibility. This is why so many people as they age begin to feel that grinding in the knees, that stiffness in the hips, that loss of flexibility in the shoulders. It's not just age, it's the slow decline of collagen production, and that decline accelerates when your body doesn't get enough vitamin C. Think about what collagen does. It acts like a cushion between your bones. Imagine two stones rubbing against each other without something in between. They grind and wear down quickly. That's what happens to your joints without collagen. But when collagen is strong, it forms a cushion, a shock absorber that protects your bones from damage. Vitamin C is the key ingredient your body uses to weave that collagen together, making it strong, elastic, and resilient. Here's something fascinating. Your body cannot make vitamin C on its own. Unlike many animals, humans lost the ability to produce vitamin C thousands of years ago. That means every single bit of vitamin C in your body must come from the food you eat. If you don't get enough, your body simply cannot produce healthy collagen. That's why people with severe vitamin C deficiency, like sailors hundreds of years ago, developed a disease called scurvy. Their gums would bleed, their teeth would fall out, their joints would ache, and their skin would tear easily. That's how vital collagen is, and that's how essential vitamin C is to making collagen. Now let's bring this back to our daily lives. If you're over 40, 50, or 60, your natural collagen production is already slowing down. That's just part of the aging process. But when you supply your body with plenty of vitamin C, you give it the raw material it needs to keep producing and repairing collagen at a higher level. This means your joints stay lubricated, your ligaments stay strong, and your cartilage remains smooth and flexible. Without vitamin C, the wear and tear on your joints accelerates, leading to pain, stiffness, and sometimes arthritis. I want you to picture this. You wake up in the morning, you stretch, and your joints feel stiff. You hear cracking or popping in your knees or shoulders. That's your body crying out for more support. That's your cartilage weakening, your collagen fibers fraying. But when you supply your body with enough vitamin C, you're giving it the tools to repair and restore those fibers. It's like patching up a worn-out cushion or reinforcing the stitching in a fabric that's starting to tear. You make it strong again so it can handle the stress of daily movement. Where do we get this miracle nutrient? Citrus fruits are a great source. Yes, oranges, lemons, grapefruits, but that's just the beginning. Bell peppers, strawberries, kiwi, papaya, and broccoli are all packed with vitamin C. Dark leafy greens like kale and spinach give you a powerful dose too. The beauty of vitamin C is that it's abundant in fresh fruits and vegetables, but here's the problem. Many people don't eat enough of them, and since vitamin C is water soluble, your body doesn't store it. You need a constant supply every single day to keep your collagen production strong. Another important thing to understand is how vitamin C works hand in hand with other nutrients. It enhances the absorption of iron, which keeps your blood strong and oxygen flowing to your joints and muscles. It also acts as one of the most powerful antioxidants in your body, protecting your collagen from free radical damage. Free radicals are unstable molecules that attack your cells, breaking down collagen faster, but vitamin C neutralizes them, defending your tissues from this silent attack. Now let's look at what happens when you make vitamin C a daily habit. Over time, your skin looks healthier because collagen keeps it firm and elastic. Your joints feel smoother and more flexible. Your gums are healthier. Your bones are stronger. And even your immune system is more resilient. You see, vitamin C is not just about preventing disease. It's about promoting vitality and keeping your body youthful from the inside out. Imagine yourself 5, 10, even 20 years from now. Do you want to be walking upright, moving with ease, enjoying life without constant joint pain? Or do you want to be slowed down, limited, depending on medications or struggling with every step? The choices you make today determine that future. And one of the simplest choices you can make is to give your body enough vitamin C to fuel collagen production and protect your bones and joints. I've worked with thousands of people over the years, and I've seen time and time again how small changes make a huge difference. Adding more vitamin C rich foods to your diet or supplementing wisely when necessary can completely transform how your joints feel. You don't need fancy treatments or expensive therapies. You need to nourish your body with what it's been craving all along. So my friends, I want you to remember this. Vitamin C is not optional. It is essential. It is the lifeline for your collagen, the glue that keeps your body together, the cushion that protects your bones and joints from breaking down. Don't ignore it. Make it part of your daily routine. Fill your plate with colorful fruits and vegetables. And when you do, your body will thank you, not just today, but for many years to come. Let's talk about a vitamin that doesn't always get the attention it deserves when it comes to bone and joint health. Most people know vitamin D is important, and many have heard of vitamin C for collagen, but very few truly understand the role of vitamin A. And yet vitamin A is absolutely essential for the growth, repair, and remodeling of your bones. Without it, your skeletal system cannot properly renew itself, and your joints cannot remain strong and stable as you age. Now I want you to imagine this. Your bones are not static. They are not lifeless structures that simply hold you up. Your bones are alive. They are constantly breaking down old cells and building new ones. This process is called remodeling. Remodeling is how your bones stay strong, adapt to stress, and repair micro damage that happens from daily activity. And vitamin A is a key player in this process. It helps regulate the cells that break down old bone and the cells that build new bone, keeping them in balance. Without enough vitamin A, that balance tips in the wrong direction and your bones become weaker over time. Here's another important point. Vitamin A is fat soluble. That means your body stores it in your liver and uses it gradually, unlike water soluble vitamins such as vitamin C, which must be replenished daily. This also means you must be careful, not too little and not too much. The right balance is what keeps your bones healthy. Too little and you risk weak bones, poor vision, and a compromised immune system. Too much and it can actually harm your bones and other tissues. So the secret with vitamin A is moderation and smart choices. Where do we get vitamin A? There are two main forms. One is preformed vitamin A called retinol, found in animal products like liver, eggs, butter, and dairy. The other is provitamin A carotenoids, like beta-carotene, found in colorful fruits and vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkins, spinach, and kale. Your body takes these carotenoids and converts them into vitamin A as needed. Isn't it amazing how nature gives us options? If you eat a balanced diet rich in both animal and plant sources, your body knows exactly how to regulate and use vitamin A effectively. Now let's connect vitamin A directly to your bones and joints. Think of vitamin A as the architect. It's not the bricks, it's not the mortar, but it's the blueprint and the instructions. Without the architect, the builders don't know what to do. The cells that build bone and the cells that break down bone need guidance, and vitamin A provides that guidance. It makes sure the remodeling process runs smoothly, so your skeleton remains strong and resilient. But vitamin A's role doesn't stop there. It also influences the production of collagen, that powerful protein we just talked about when discussing vitamin C. Collagen forms the framework of your bones, and minerals like calcium and phosphorus are deposited on that framework to make them solid. Without enough vitamin A, the framework is weak and the minerals don't bind as effectively. Over time, this can contribute to osteoporosis, fractures, and joint instability. Now I want you to picture your joints, your knees, hips, shoulders. These are areas of constant stress, constantly in motion. The cartilage in these joints needs vitamin A as well. It helps maintain the cells that produce and repair cartilage, keeping that smooth gliding surface intact. When vitamin A is lacking, cartilage can break down faster, leading to stiffness, grinding, and eventually arthritis. You see, everything in the body is connected. When you nourish your bones, you also nourish your joints. When you support collagen, you also support mobility. Vitamin A is one of those master nutrients that plays multiple roles, protecting you from weakness, degeneration, and pain. Let me share an example. In many developing countries where diets are poor in vitamin A, children often suffer from weak bones, slow growth, and even skeletal deformities. This shows you just how critical this nutrient is for building and maintaining strong bones. And on the flip side, in wealthy countries where supplements are overused, people sometimes take too much vitamin A, leading to bone loss and fractures later in life. So again, the key is balance, enough to support growth and remodeling, but not so much that it becomes toxic. So what can you do to make sure you're getting the right amount? Focus on colorful vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, squash, leafy greens. Add in natural sources like eggs and dairy, especially if they come from grass-fed animals. If you enjoy liver, even a small portion once in a while is packed with vitamin A. And remember, your body can store this vitamin, so you don't need huge amounts every day. It's about steady, consistent intake over time. Now let's take a moment to think about the future. Imagine yourself 5, 10, 20 years from now. Will you be able to walk without fear of breaking a bone? Will you be able to get down on the floor and play with your grandchildren without your joints screaming in pain? Those moments of freedom and joy depend on the choices you're making today. Supporting your bones with vitamin A is not about vanity. It's about independence. It's about mobility. It's about quality of life. I want you to understand this clearly. Your bones are your foundation, your joints are your hinges, and vitamin A is part of the team that keeps them working. Ignore it, and you risk losing strength and stability. Embrace it, and you build resilience that carries you through the years with vitality. So my friends, start adding those rich, colorful foods to your plate. Don't shy away from natural sources of vitamin A, but respect its power. Remember, balance is the secret. Too little and your bones suffer. Too much and you put yourself at risk. But the right amount, in harmony with vitamins D, K2, C, and the rest, creates a synergy that keeps your bones dense, your joints strong, and your entire body moving with grace and confidence. Today I want to talk to you about a vitamin that is often overlooked when it comes to the health of your bones and joints, yet it plays a powerful role in keeping inflammation under control and protecting your tissues from breaking down. I'm talking about vitamin E. This nutrient is one of the most important antioxidants your body has, and without it, your bones and joints are left vulnerable to the constant wear and tear of oxidative stress and inflammation. Let's take a moment to think about what really happens inside your joints over time. Every time you walk, climb stairs, bend or lift something, your joints are exposed to friction and stress. This stress can lead to microscopic injuries, and your body responds with inflammation to try and heal those injuries. Inflammation in short bursts is natural, but when it becomes chronic, it starts destroying cartilage, breaking down collagen, and weakening bone tissue. That's when pain sets in. That's when stiffness begins to limit your mobility. That's when arthritis creeps in. This is where vitamin E comes to the rescue. Vitamin E is nature's defender. It is a fat-soluble antioxidant, which means it works directly in your cell membranes, the very walls that protect your cells. Free radicals, which are unstable molecules produced from stress, toxins, poor diet, and even normal aging, attack those membranes. Over time, this weakens your cells and accelerates the aging process in your joints. Vitamin E steps in, neutralizes those free radicals, and prevents them from causing long-term damage. Think about it this way. Imagine a metal chain left outside in the rain. Without protection, the metal begins to rust. That rust is oxidation, and the same thing happens inside your body at the cellular level. Now imagine coating that metal chain with oil or paint. Suddenly, the rust slows down or doesn't appear at all. Vitamin E is like that protective coating for your cells. It prevents the rusting, the breakdown, the destruction that would otherwise leave your bones and joints vulnerable. Now let's connect this specifically to joint pain. One of the major drivers of arthritis, particularly osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, is uncontrolled inflammation. Studies have shown that vitamin E can help reduce markers of inflammation, easing joint pain and improving mobility. People who add more vitamin E-rich foods to their diet often notice that their stiffness lessens, their swelling decreases, and their ability to move improves. This is not some magic pill. It's simply giving your body the nutrients it needs to fight back against the wear and tear of daily living. But vitamin E's benefits go beyond just calming inflammation. It also supports circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients reach your bones, cartilage, and connective tissue. Poor circulation means slower healing, more stiffness, and weaker bones. With vitamin E, blood flow improves, tissues get nourished, and your body repairs itself more effectively. So where do we find this powerful vitamin? Nature provides it in abundance if we know where to look. Nuts and seeds are some of the richest sources. Almonds, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, avocados are another excellent source, creamy and delicious while packing a vitamin E punch. Leafy greens like spinach and kale also contain vitamin E, as do plant-based oils such as sunflower, safflower, and wheat germ oil. But here's something to be aware of. Many people today don't get enough vitamin E from their diets. Processed foods, poor eating habits, and over-refined oils strip away this vital nutrient. And since vitamin E is fat-soluble, you need healthy fats in your diet to absorb it properly. That means if you're on a very low-fat diet or avoiding all oils, you could be depriving your body of one of its greatest defenders against joint and bone degeneration. Let's bring this into perspective. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Will you be struggling to get up from a chair because your joints are stiff and inflamed, or will you rise with ease, walk with confidence, and enjoy life without pain? That future depends on how you nourish your body today. Vitamin E is not just about preventing disease, it's about promoting vitality, movement, and independence as you age. Here's something else fascinating. Vitamin E doesn't just protect your joints, it protects your bones as well. Oxidative stress has been linked to bone loss and osteoporosis. When free radicals damage the bone cells, the body can't remodel and rebuild bone effectively. Vitamin E helps prevent this damage, supporting the cells that build bone and protecting the framework of your skeleton. So by fighting inflammation and free radicals, vitamin E is helping you in two powerful ways, keeping your joints flexible and your bones strong. Now let's talk about the emotional side of this. Pain changes people, When you're in pain, you don't move as much. When you don't move, your muscles weaken, your bones lose density, and your joints stiffen even more. It becomes a vicious cycle. But when you take steps to reduce inflammation, to nourish your joints, to protect your body from oxidative damage, you start breaking that cycle. You start moving again, exercising again, living again. Vitamin E may be small, but its impact is massive when it comes to supporting this freedom. The key, my friends, is consistency. Adding a handful of almonds or sunflower seeds to your daily diet, drizzling a little olive or sunflower oil over your vegetables, including avocado in your meals. These small habits, repeated over time, can transform the way your joints feel. Don't wait until your pain forces you into a corner. Don't wait until the stiffness steals your mobility. Take action now. I want you to always remember this. Your health is the result of your daily habits. Vitamin E is not some exotic or unreachable nutrient. It's available in everyday foods. It's accessible to you right now. And when you make it a consistent part of your lifestyle, you're protecting your bones, defending your joints, and preserving your independence for the years ahead. I want to share with you a vitamin that is absolutely vital for your energy, your nerves, and even the strength of your bones. Most people don't connect this nutrient to bone and joint health, but once you understand how it works in the body, you'll see why it's so important to your overall vitality. I'm talking about vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is unique. It's a water-soluble vitamin that your body cannot produce on its own. You must get it from your diet or supplementation. And here's the challenge as we age. Our bodies lose the ability to absorb B12 efficiently. Even if you're eating enough foods that contain it, your stomach acid and digestive enzymes may not be strong enough to extract and use it properly. That means deficiency is extremely common in older adults, and the consequences can be devastating if ignored. Why is B12 so important for your bones and joints? The answer lies in how it supports your nervous system and your blood. Every movement you make, every step you take, every signal from your brain to your muscles passes through your nerves. Vitamin B12 helps maintain the protective coating around your nerves, called the myelin sheath. Without enough B12, that protective layer begins to break down. The signals slow down, become erratic, or even stop completely. This can lead to numbness, tingling, weakness, or balance problems. And when your nerves aren't firing properly, your muscles weaken, your coordination suffers, and your bones become more vulnerable to falls and fractures. Think about how many older adults fall each year and end up breaking a hip or injuring their spine. Many of those falls are linked to nerve problems, poor balance, and muscle weakness that could have been prevented if their bodies had enough vitamin B12. That's how critical this nutrient is. It's not just about having strong bones, it's about having the nervous system and muscle control to protect those bones. Now let's talk about energy. Vitamin B12 plays a central role in producing red blood cells which carry oxygen throughout your body. When you're low in B12, your red blood cells become weak and fragile. That leads to anemia, fatigue, weakness, and shortness of breath. Without enough oxygen reaching your bones and joints, they cannot repair and regenerate effectively. You may feel exhausted, achy, and unable to move the way you want. But when you restore your B12 levels, your energy rises, your blood delivers oxygen more efficiently, and your entire skeletal and muscular system thrives. Here's something else you need to understand. Vitamin B12 also lowers homocysteine levels in the body. Homocysteine is an amino acid that, when elevated, is linked to bone loss, fractures, heart disease, and cognitive decline. Studies have shown that people with low B12 often have higher homocysteine levels, putting them at greater risk for osteoporosis and weakened bones. By keeping your B12 levels optimal, you help protect your skeleton from this silent but dangerous threat. So where do we get vitamin B12? It's found almost exclusively in animal products. Beef, chicken, fish, eggs, and dairy are rich sources. For people who eat little or no animal products, vegetarians and vegans, B12 deficiency is especially common. That's why fortified foods and supplements are so important in those diets. But even meat eaters can become deficient, especially as they age, because their bodies no longer absorb B12 efficiently from food. In many cases, supplementation is necessary, whether in tablet, liquid, or even injection form for severe deficiencies. Let's make this personal. Imagine waking up in the morning, your legs feel heavy, your hands are tingling, and your energy is gone before the day even begins. You struggle with balance, you feel unsteady, and you wonder why your body doesn't respond the way it used to. This is what B12 deficiency looks like. But the moment you restore those levels, your body begins to wake up again. Your energy returns, your nerves fire correctly, your muscles engage, and your bones are safer because you have the strength, balance, and coordination to move with confidence. I want you to picture something else. 10 or 20 years from now, do you want to be the person who still walks tall with steady steps, enjoying life without fear of falling? Or do you want to be the person who hesitates with every move, afraid of weakness, afraid of imbalance? That decision starts today with the choices you make about nourishing your body. Vitamin B12 is not optional. It is essential for your nervous system, your blood, your energy, and yes, your bones. Don't wait for symptoms of deficiency to show up. Don't wait until numbness, fatigue, or balance problems force you into action. Be proactive. Get your B12 levels checked, especially if you're over 50, vegetarian, vegan, or dealing with digestive issues. If you're low, take the steps to restore it. This is not about a quick fix. This is about long-term protection for your body. Remember, strong bones are not enough. You need the nerves to feel, the muscles to move, and the energy to live fully. Vitamin B12 ties all of these together. When your body has enough, everything works in harmony. When you're deficient, everything begins to unravel. So my friends, make the decision today. Choose foods that nourish you. Supplement wisely if you need to. Protect your nerves, strengthen your blood, energize your body, and guard your bones. Every step you take toward better health is an investment in your future independence and vitality.